Hi, I'm Tom Sturmer. I'm the global lead of Accenture Google Business Group for Accenture.
Hi, I'm Kevin Ishparani. I lead the global ecosystem for Google Cloud.
Hi, I'm Karthik Narain, and I lead Accenture Cloud First.
So today we're going to talk about the Accenture Google Business Group and the effect it has in driving journey to cloud, innovation, and massive transformation for our clients.
COVID suddenly put a brake on most organizations and made them notice that they are not ready for a sudden drastic change that a pandemic or an event like that could bring to their business. And hence, now organizations are completely revisiting their cloud agenda.
The digital divide has become even more pronounced. Those companies we saw in the pandemic that were highly digitized have done much better than those companies that were not. And fundamentally, companies are using cloud to drive that innovation and create new business models. And the need for agility has never been higher. You know, if you're a streaming media company, if you're a essential retailer, you need tremendous elasticity. And that's very challenging to do in the current environment.
Kevin, completely agree. The other thing I'm seeing is that above that level, the ability to really have data about what's happening across the operations has become an even more important accelerator and a differentiator for those that already had elasticity. If they didn't have that data, they really didn't know what was going on. And as the economy and the dynamics and markets were changing so fast, those that had that data and had the ability to drive their organizations around that information were the ones that really adapted quickly.
Two things have happened fundamentally. One is the speed at which organizations are moving to cloud is increased, and we are seeing that path from around 20% in the cloud to at least having a vision of becoming 80% in the cloud. And number two, all of this is a holistic journey, and the prioritization has been uplifted from just a CIO agenda to an entire C-suite agenda.
Karthik, I agree. In fact, in discussions I've had even recently, a number of, let's just say, non-technical executives oftentimes ask questions like, why does it matter where I run my applications? Which is an interesting, maybe indictment of the way they're thinking about cloud as simply a place where applications run. And it's really a place where applications and data have much more agility and flexibility to be able to utilize them in very new ways, to drive innovation, to do new things, to create new businesses, and to interact with customers in different ways. And I think having that shift in thinking around what cloud can be is one of the more important things that I'm seeing in executives that I talk with.
I think Accenture has always been very close to our ecosystem partners. But with Cloud First, we've actually doubled down with the level of partnership that we are creating with Google now.
Let's just take an example of a call center. One of the big challenges call centers have right now is a huge volume of calls, and you can't even get people into, it's a business continuity issue, you can't even get people into the call center. And when you look at let's just say a telecom that might get hundreds of millions of calls per year, we've been helping clients like telecoms and banks and others use virtual agents to be able to address those calls. You call an 800 number, you get a virtual agent. It can literally, instead of in the past, when you look at traditional IVR systems that maybe work 40% of the time, and we're all used to hitting zero and pounding out, we can contain 80 to 90% of those calls. And that's a very unique innovation. And we've built industry business intent libraries for all the major industries. But what Accenture has really done is brought the secret sauce to the table of how does this stitch into a much bigger omni-channel story for the customer? How does the customer look at all of their digital channels and, quite frankly, offline channels and understand how do I use this data across the silos to do better upselling, cross-selling, to actually increase the revenues while decreasing the costs, as well as a lot of the change management that is required for customers and all of the integration into system of records, CRM systems, ERP systems to make this a reality. And that's really how the two companies together forge an end-to-end offering for customers.
In my experience in the marketplace and working with Google is that first and foremost, Google is a data company, right? Its ability to build out infrastructure and manage scale of exabytes of data is unparalleled. And the ability to leverage that in really large-scale solutions, as well as in cross-cloud solutions, is truly different and truly unique. When we do deep analyses around this, when clients ask us to do so, we're often stunned, quite frankly, in that amount of differentiation.